Well, I've started a video now that I've gotten the boys' cage clean, and I'm going to start putting them back and hopefully have the camera positioned where you can see them as they come back. All right, guys, you got your cage clean. Come here, you got your cage clean. Come here, sweetie. There's Bartholomew. Come on, Mocha. Mocha and Jackie, come on. Let's go get your... Hey, I got your cage clean for you. Let's go see your cage. It's all nice and clean. It's all nice and clean. And there's Mocha. Jack Frost, where are you? Hey. Hey, you're all squished up under there. Come here. Come here. Your cage is all clean. I'm sorry. Let me throw you off balance. There, your cage is all clean. And there's Jack Frost. It was really nice to get these shelves, the new shelves put in. We had a report done by a former vet. She went to a class on rodents, and she brought back a report that the teacher did. And one thing they said in there is that they think one of the primary factors for rats' health is the cleanliness of their cages, which that was a couple years ago that we got it, and I just never had time to put it up online. But that's why I'm so picky about steaming the cages and making sure there's no bacteria, because it's not just the ammonia for their lungs, it's also if the cage is covered, you know, the edges, how the edges of these cages get crud in them from food or pee, it's bacteria. And I think sometimes people think that, well, you know, rats are dirty, and so it doesn't matter, or even with animals, but you wouldn't do that with your dog or your cat. Hopefully, you know, you'd have them a clean, fresh bowl. And the same, I believe, should be done with rats. And that's why we've always been really picky with cage cleaning. We used to have one of those sanitizing wands and a steamer, and we would switch off using sanitizing wands or a steamer. And I don't know, I can't remember why I got rid of it, but and then we used to carry the cages outside too. So anyway, we've switched back and forth the methods we do, and of course it's dependent on how many volunteers that we have, but now that we've only got 3 cages to keep clean, even if volunteers don't show up, I can get them done. So we're not going to steam them every single time we clean them, but every couple of months at least they get steamed, and that way we know all the bacteria is killed on it. And then we wash them with vinegar and water and a microfiber cloth, and microfiber really gets a lot of gunk. It's really good at cleaning, and then vinegar kills the bacteria too. So I think we're doing pretty good with that. But yeah, cage cleaning is really, really important. You need to clean it, not just clean the old bedding out and the litter, but you also need to really wipe down the cage thoroughly with something that is going to kill bacteria, just like you would for another animal or for a person. Well, they're having fun. This is a lot of cage for just 3 boys. This cage actually holds 16. But, of course, I think I've had as many as 12 in it, and it just seemed crowded to me. I think that the 2 cubic feet per rat is a minimum. And, of course, if you can do better than that, if you've got them as pets, I encourage you to do better than that, because they need more space. But even for a rescue, if you're keeping them in a sanctuary, they need more space to run around. I've noticed with Bear, since he has free range in the bedroom, he is really heavily muscled. He's a really strong rat, and I think that even with this much space, these boys don't get as much of an opportunity to stretch and build up their muscles as they would if they have more space to run. So we've got a playpen that's about twice the size of the banquet table, and as soon as we can get the volunteers here to get that set up, we'll let the boys run in that and encourage them to run, and I hope that that helps. I'd love to use the bathroom and bedroom for that purpose, but it's hard for me to keep up with them chewing. We've got some metal cord covers now that we're going to be covering cords with, but they still chew on carpet or other things, and since we're renting, we just can't do that, which is why we are hoping someday to build a permanent place for them. I'm hoping for stone or ceramic floors and that go half up into wainscoting, and then that way we don't have to worry about them chewing, and ideally the rats can just be allowed to free range. Of course, it sounds simpler than it's going to be, but I know I've heard of another rescue that does that, and I don't know exactly how they do it, but I hope I can find out and we can just do more for them. All right. You guys are so cute. You're so cute. Let's see if we can get a little close-up of Mocha. Hey, Mocha. Hey, honey. You little precious thing. You still checking everything out, huh? Still checking it out?